Yay, hi! Hello, spiritual entrepreneurs and rebel healers. Thank you so much for joining me live today. Starting a little late because the monkey had to eat. And it is my sweet mother in law's birthday today. So happy birthday to Kay. And she's watching my baby, which is why that was relevant. So, Antonina asked a really great question because I was thinking today, what am I going to talk about? I think there's a lot of money and wealth mindset stuff coming up in the collective, which makes total sense, right? Like, what do I price my work at? Who is it for? Do I need to reduce my rate? Do I need to increase my rate? How do I decide? So we're going to talk about that today. If you're joining me live, say hello. If you're catching the replay, let me know and ask questions. I am doing this every week because I want you to make money in your business and get results and feel good about the business you have and help others before you ever invest in working with me or while you're invested in working with me. The whole point of these live videos is to give you massive value and help you get results, help you work with other people, help you make money, help you pay your bills, help you fill your gas tank, right? Like normal, mundane, human, beautiful things, and also reach your aspirations and goals of your work in the world. Hi, Gwen. Thanks for joining. So, Antonina was asking a really good question. And at first I thought it was about following up with people, and part of it is. But another piece of it is also pricing. So I'm going to talk you guys through my pricing model and method and why I think doing it this way is the best. And then I'm going to talk with you about the follow-up because right now, on average, you guys, it takes someone 15 times of seeing your content, your program, even your free event to say yes to it. Crazy, right? But how many of us are inundated with shit right now? Like, hi, it's capitalistic North America during the patriarchy, and oh, let's just add a global pandemic to the mix for funsies, right? So, like, there's a lot going on. And if you're a mom, you've got kids home from school or the threat of kids home from school all the time. And maybe you're trying to, I don't know, feed yourself in addition to working your day job, in addition to starting your business or trying to make money or helping your amazing clients, or you have family members that are going through things. Gosh, I think there's 3 or 4 people I know that are going through a divorce right now. Thank you, Venus retrograde. And there's a lot happening on the planet. So, couple points. Feel free to watch the replay. These videos, you guys, go straight into YouTube thanks to my fabulous virtual assistant, Melissa. So go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll drop that link later. But you can find it under Emily Otto Rebel. Ooh, also, I'm celebrating because my business is officially an S Corp. If you're just starting your business, make it a sole proprietorship. You don't have to do anything for that. Or an LLC starting out, file that paperwork with your state. It's usually between $100 and $250 to do that. It's way more simple than it sounds. It's just usually one piece of paperwork, either online or a hard copy thing, send it in. From there, my business is now an S Corp because I wanted to be able to pay taxes, pay into Social Security and all those other things through the income that I make. It makes it a little easier to do taxes and accounting, but also it means, Rebel Incorporated is officially a corporation. It is not publicly traded. That's a C Corp. It's privately owned, which is an S Corp. So celebrating that and telling you guys about it first and foremost. And then pricing programs and services. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about follow-up as a business practice. So I always, always, always recommend my clients have 2 tiers of programs, 2 tiers of programming. You want something entry level that's between $49 and $99 to start out. Something that gives people a sample session of your work and helps them understand why they need to work with you more, if they do, right? Some people are going to work with you in this sampler session and say, yeah, you know what, I want to work with you more later, but not right now. Or they'll realize, yeah, that's not exactly what I need, but I need something differently. Or you'll decide, yeah, this isn't what they need right now, but I'm going to work with them differently. So make a program and package that's a sampler session of working with you. Maybe it's a one-off call. Maybe it's a 30-minute call, a week of Voxer follow-up. Maybe it's a 60-minute call, a PDF worksheet, and then a follow-up call. Whatever it is that you're doing, make it a sample session and sell it 10 times. I've never said that before. Sell your sample session 10 times. The reason being, a certain percentage of the folks that do the sample session with you are going to automatically want to work with you longer, want to get a deeper feel for your work in the world, want to be served by you for longer. And that's when your 12-week program, your 3-month program, your 6-month program comes into play. You don't have to have that second tier of program even created yet. In fact, I would argue that it's smarter to sell 10 of your one-off sessions and then create the 12-week program, because you don't know yet what your people need and how they need it. I built a 6-month program. I was doing mentorship with a coach. 6 months in, we built my 6-month program and 3 different tiers and all these different things. I scrapped it as soon as I started serving people with the one-off sessions because it wasn't what they needed. It wasn't what was going to move the needle. But I couldn't figure that out until I did the sample sessions, until I did the intro offers. So step 1, when you're creating programs, packages, and services in the world, create a lower structured offer. Then create the bigger package program, the thing that you know is going to change their lives, and then sell that. Right? So using Antonina's work and this follow-up as an example, sell the person into the lower level program first, especially if they were like, oh, that's too big of an investment. Okay, great, you have a downsell. It isn't about convincing someone of the value of your work or its worthiness in the world, or that they need to take out a credit card, ew, or even that you have a payment plan available, because you could and you do. But let them be an easy yes. Oh my goodness, especially when you're starting your business, especially when you first start to offer your work into the world, you're going for that easy yes, that no-brainer, that duh, of course I would pay $99 for a really juicy call with you to get to ask you all these questions and a week of follow-up. Awesome, I'm in, right? That gets to feel so much better to your nervous system and to theirs, and it gives them a sample of what you do and gets you paid. Sell 10 of those sessions. Come back here, report to me how it's going. I almost guarantee, I like 99% guarantee you will get results in your business doing that, okay? Then there's the art of this follow-up with people. And objection handling. So first of all, we want people to see the value in our work and to understand that it's for them from our content, from our copy, from everything we're saying about the program. So usually when people have a price objection, when people are like, that's too expensive, or I just don't have the budget for that right now, it's because we need to do our work around selling the program and service. Have we thoroughly explained what it is, why they need it? Are we sold on it? Are we sold on $555 for a 12-month program? Are we sold on $99 for a one-off phone call? Your work as a business owner is to get sold on yourself first. That's like rule number 1, get sold on yourself. And then with following up, it's getting specific. Did this person say they want to work with you later? Did they say once they have more money? Is it really about the money? Like, is it between you and paying for groceries or paying their mortgage this month? Or is it between you and like a fancy new Apple Watch, right? Because if it's between working with you and getting an Apple Watch, then it's on us to show the value, show the juiciness, show the luxury brand in our content and in our copy. And you can even use that person's objections and write posts about it, share it everywhere, explain why this is the best investment, why it matters. Because for your person, for the problem you solve, it is the best investment. But it's on us as business owners to write that copy, write that content, show up as if that's true every freaking day. And that's part of why this is a business and why entrepreneurship is not for everyone. It is not. This shit is hard. To fully step into your work, to believe in what you do, and to go forth and sell it in the world is hard. Now you can do it with pleasure, with play, with joy, with enthusiasm, and like feel really good about it. But it doesn't make the work of standing in your power any less hard. But that's why you get to be supported. And you can hop into my mastermind. You can hop in for CEO Enchantress, which you're about to see me launch. And absolutely hop into the masterclass that's coming live in this group next Tuesday, from Broke Healer to Rich Witch, right? But you have to be committed to showing up for your business, for doing the hard thing that is following up. So then you make it a business process of, okay, you follow up with someone maybe 6 or 7 times and make the offer them the tea, right? So I've talked about consent as tea. It's an awesome video on YouTube. Check it out. I love applying consent to the sales process. So you offer the tea. I've made you this lovely tea, this program, this service. I know that it's going to help you. I believe in this yummy tea. Would you like some? And the person doesn't respond. Okay, well, you told me that you'd like some tea. You told me you like green tea. I made you some green tea. Would you like some? And it's not about whether or not the tea is the right price. So when someone doesn't follow up or says it's too much money, it's not that we change the price. You do not change your price. You don't keep going down in price. The price is the price is the price. Whether that's a car or an Apple Watch or an iPhone or your program or service, the price is the price is the price. You decide the price. You decide how much you're charging for it. You decide the value, and then offer it into the world. And just because someone says no, or because they think the price is too high, doesn't mean you change the price. But maybe you do explain it differently. Maybe you offer a free sampler session. Maybe you do another turn-on event, warming people up to what it is you're selling, telling them about it, explaining to them why they need it. But you don't change the price. The price is the price is the price. There might be work for you to do around, how do I charge $99? Does that feel in alignment? How do I charge $1,000? How do I get behind the value? And that doesn't mean you add more to it. You don't add a bunch of free things to it that cost you a lot of money to make. You don't keep going down in price until you find something palatable. Chances are, if somebody said, I want to invest, I just don't have the money right now. There's a lot of different reasons they could be saying that. So it's on us as business owners to try and understand, what is it really about? Is it because this person's choosing between a mortgage and paying you? Or is it because they don't really see the value? A lot of us as healers, we're trying to help people who are in pain or frustrated or stuck. And it is a lot of work to show the value in being unstuck. But if someone's reached out to you for a conversation or is curious enough to send you a message, they want to work with you. They want to work with you. You get to trust that. And so then it's on us as business owners to say, well, what is it really about? Why are they ghosting me? Do I need to put something differently in my content? Do I need to offer them a payment plan? Don't change the price. Do I need to downsell them into a smaller service or program that might be in alignment with what they think they can afford right now? And let them have an empowered yes and a juicy yes and a yummy choice to say, yeah, I can invest in myself at $99 for a one-off session. Yeah, okay, that feels great. All right, now, do they want to? Are they ready to invest at a higher level? Does it feel good, and is it the right time? And is that going to work for them and for you? That's another story, right? These are complicated things. Just because someone says they can't afford it doesn't mean that, one, they can't afford it, or two, your work isn't worth it. Just because someone says that's too much money for me doesn't mean your work's not worth it. You get to set your price, and then you keep talking to people until you find the right alignment. You being sold on yourself, you being sold on the value of your work, and then connecting with the person who also sees the value and wants to pay you at that rate. So a lot of this kind of mindset work comes in from high ticket sales coaching, but it really applies to everything, right? You've got to get sold, and only from that space can you sell other people on it. So you don't reduce the price. You stand in your pricing and you keep talking to people and having conversations until you find the match. We can apply this to dating and finding your partner, right? Like your life partner, if you believe in such things. If there's like a perfect life partner for you, you don't start dating and then slowly reduce your standards until it works, right? No, that's a terrible idea. You start dating and you say, okay, this is my standard. I'm not taking anything less than my king, my queen, my gender non-binary, amazing crowned human in the world, right? You say, no, this is my standard. This is what I want. And oh, I'm calling this in. Is anybody else a fan of Practical Magic, the movie? I love that movie so much any time of year. But one of the main characters, Sandra Bullock, like she writes down what she wants in a man. One blue eye, one green eye. All of these different ridiculous things that she's never going to find, right? This is her opportunity to prevent love, prevent connection in her life. And guess what? He exists. Oh, she happened to create a magical manifestation spell for the perfect man that she wanted. You are doing the same thing with your client. You are literally saying, okay, I want to help this kind of person in this kind of way, and the person who's ready to pay this amount of money and invest in themselves because they're ready for this kind of result, this kind of magic in their life. And you don't decide that they don't exist. You keep going. You set the intention, the prayer, the ritual. You invest in yourself. You write about them. You write about your client. You set ceremony and practice every day. You show up as if it's going to happen. You talk to different people. You don't want every person to be a yes for working with you. Chances are they're not. Chances are really in recruiting and in a purpose-driven business, you want what? A 25% hit rate? I think this was the worst advice in one of the business courses I took was like, oh, you only want to hop on the phone with people who are a definite yes. What good does that do you? You want to talk to people who are interested. You want to understand why they might be interested. Is your work a good fit for them? Is what you're doing what they need? Do you solve the problem they have? And if the answer is yes, then the person who wants to work with you is going to figure out a way. And if they can't figure out a way to pay you for your higher level program, great. Downsell them, let them hop in at the $99 level. Can't afford that? Great. How can they get to know your work in the world? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a free group? Are you going live on Instagram every week? How can they get to know you and get to know that they want to work with you later? And maybe someone saves up to work with you. Maybe you're on somebody's Pinterest board. I recently had someone tell me that, and it blew my frickin' mind. Wait, what? Like one of your goals is to get to work with me? Okay, that's amazing. Maybe you're the same way, right? So how do you give people a sample of your work? How are you showing up consistently? How do they get to know that your work is for them? Bake it into your content times a million. In fact, maybe you make objection posts, the thing you do every week on Tuesday. Every week on Tuesday, I take somebody's objection and I make a post about it. And I talk about it. And I talk about why it's important that they opt in now. Why now? Why now and not later? And talk about it. Whew. Yeah. Don't change your price because someone doesn't see the value in it. Stick with your pricing. Get behind it. Why is this program and this particular way of doing your work so freaking valuable that somebody should pay this amount? You've got to get sold on yourself and your work first. Your homework, should you choose to accept it, is write down 50 reasons your work, and specifically that program, is worthy of massive compensation, is worthy of having clients hop in. I say 50 because by the time you hit 20, it's going to be really freaking hard. And you're going to be pulling at straws. And I know because I've done this myself, and I do it for every program I run. Why is this highly valuable? Why is it worthy of massive compensation? Who needs it now? Why do they need it now? And if I can get fully sold on that, then you bet your ass I can sell somebody into it because I believe in it that strongly. And this is totally a chicken and the egg problem, just like everything in these purpose-driven online healing arts businesses. You've got to believe in it. You've got to be confident in it just enough to be able to sell it to somebody, to help them get results, to then sell it again, to then increase your rates, right? Like this keeps happening. It's a 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing. But you don't have to step back very far. The best way to do this is to sell mini sessions, sell samples of what you do first. In fact, one of the business coaching programs that I was in said, do this for a year. Her belief was that you should sell a $99 session for a year. That's all, a year. The reason being is once you do that, you have such a solid foundation of people who might want to work with you for longer, who might want to hop in for a 3-month program. And you have the opportunity to upsell each person as they get done with the $99 program with you. You don't have to wait, but don't sell it now. Where I see a lot of entrepreneurs start to tank their energy or their results or their income is in selling multiple things. Sell one thing for 90 days. I can guarantee this. You sell one thing for 90 days, you make a post every frickin' day about why people need it. You offer value in those posts as well. And I guarantee that'll change your business in 90 days, 100%, hands down, abso-frickin-lutely, it'll change your business. But following up and believing in the value of our programs and having a downsell available is absolutely critical to success. And then you follow up as a business process and get out of the stories in our head. Oh God, they said they can't afford it. That must mean it's not worth it. That must mean I've got to charge less. No, that means we need to create the content and the copy around why it's valuable. We need to tell people why it's valuable, right? So let's say, I'm going to give you an example. All right, this is a cute little piece of Polish pottery. It's a little bird, right? So I could say, all right, this little bird, it's $1,000. And most of you would be like, I'm not paying $1,000 for that adorable little bird. Like, Emily, it's adorable, but it's not worth $1,000. Okay, but what if I told you this was handcrafted by an artisan in the foothills of California, and then Michelle Obama put this cute little bird in her bra after blessing it in 10 different rivers and saying prayers over it, and she wore it in her bra for 180 days, and it's been Reiki infused and healed by Buddhist monks, and this is what people believe was crucial to Barack Obama's success and getting into office the second time. $1,000. Does it change the value? Does it change the price? Oh, and this little bird brings abundance, financial abundance. It'll also make you feel better. Also, there's a button on it. When you push it, a beautiful little bell chimes, and each little bell sound is created just for you. Then is it worth $1,000? Maybe. What else can it do? And the bell chime makes your children sleep immediately. Yeah, children up to age 10, they just fall asleep like that. No one knows why. It's this magical little bird. And it's $1,000. Holy shit, I want that little bird. That's an amazing little bird. Take my money. Here's the $1,000, right? I just made that up. Literally, that was crazy, right? It's ridiculous. This ridiculous little bird. But how much of a difference does that story make then? This is a bird. This bird's $1,000. Pay me. It's a big difference, isn't it? You want to make your work in the world worthy. And it's worthy because it exists. It's worthy because it exists and you are doing it. But you need to tell people the story. Why is your work important? Why is it valuable? Why do they need it now? Who needs it now? What symptoms are people experiencing that indicate they need your work and that you can help them, right? This is all content, copywriting, marketing, sales strategy. We can't just set our work out there and say, hi, I have have a cute little bird. Would you like it? It's $1,000. No, the work is on us to say why this little bird is going to change your life. Okay, silly example, but I hope it painted a really good, thorough picture for you on the fact that our work, running our business, is on telling other people why they need the work, why they need the program, why it's important. Watch me do it. Watch me do it. Follow all of my shit because I'm about to sell out CEO Enchantress. I want 100 amazing people in the program. 2 people registered over the weekend. I have 98 spots left to go. Whew. Let's go. Watch me do it. I'm going to tell you why you need it, why it's important, who it's the perfect fit for, and there's payment plan options. And I'm going to give you a bunch of massively juicy, free, amazing content and a sample of my work, how I do it, and why it's important for you right now in my free program on Tuesday. It's going to happen at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here in this Facebook group. From Broke Healer to Rich Witch. I'm also including a wealth meditation for you and a worksheet. And it's going to be badass and give you a sample of what we're going to do in CEO Enchantress. Yeah, so join me then and there. Go tell people why your work is valuable. Go tell them why they need it now. That work is on us. And it's hard. It's hard. But I believe in you. And I believe in your work in the world. And people need you. And they needed you yesterday. So my job is to help you craft the business, the marketing, the sales strategy, and the practical magic of how you get your work to those beautiful people that you can help. That's my work. Your work is to help those people. Have a beautiful day, and thanks for joining me. Click the link below to get on the VIP list for From Broke Healer to Rich Witch so that I can send you the guided audio meditation and the worksheet straight to your inbox. See you next week.